Hello internet, it's Olivier and I'm gonna redo this video because it started being too long, whatever. As you can see, I've got a bit of a mix of different colors and you can see the tones are always pretty much the same, obviously without lipstick. You've always got like this sort of main two colors going on. I think that's got lip gloss. So the main two families, you've got this purple one, and then you've got this more orangey kind of tone. And a lot of the time you got both in the same. Actually, that's a good example. Those are the two colors I'm talking about. So with my paint of choice, I've put a sample there. So the main two colors that you'll choose from will be either oak brown or Bitacora red. One that I always use, also for the skin, the eyes, the nails, all that stuff, is Respect Pink, which is a really good one. Black, white, and coffee. If you Montana Gold, they have a color called Lip, which is like this one. But I don't know which one they have for this as an equivalent. Believe me, I've gone to, if you're in the UK, VIP, shout out to Billy, I've gone to his shop and gone pretty much through all the brands, and if there was a color right there, that's the one I'd recommend, but there isn't. Not in 94, not in gold, not in Dalton. So two colors it is, I guess. Okay, so these are the lips we're gonna go for, kind of generic. So I'm gonna try to shape. Alright, so we're gonna start with oak brown. GoPro switching off. Okay, so we've got the basic shape, and now I'm gonna do the fill-in. What I like to do is get the medium color straight on, but still try and shade as I'm doing it, so we save a step basically. It's a bit sunny today. I think if I could only have one color for lips, this would be it, because in most cases you can alter it with a bit of brown, a bit of black, a bit of white, and the Respect Pink, which you already have if you use the same colors as me. The Bitacora red, the one that's a bit purple, sometimes it's really the color, and sometimes it looks like a corpse. So it's a bit of an odd one. If you don't mind carrying it extra, then fine. If not, maybe don't bother. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I prefer to paint with a limited amount of colors, because I'm taking the train, I got less to carry, and it's just easier when I paint. I just grab one or another color. And obviously with GoPro, stop switching off. With cans, as you dusting stuff on, you're getting different colors as you do. So, you know, spray painting is something that you really don't need a ton of colors. It helps, but it's not necessary. Alright, let me step back. That's a bit crooked. I'll sort it out a bit. I'm going to define a bit. didn't bring any skin tones with me, so don't worry too much on the outside. We're concentrating on the lips today. Not a massive fan of transparent black, transparent white. So lately I've just been using black instead of transparent black. It does the same thing if you don't mind this sort of effect, which you probably can't see on the camera. Problem with transparent black is it just makes everything a bit too shiny. Whoops. So this type of exercises are good when the quality of your picture is not that good because you can work from memory a bit. It's good and bad to work from memory. If you work too much from memory, so where you expect things to be, it won't look like the person that you're trying to paint. But sometimes when you have a picture that's really bad quality, like a job I had to do recently, then it's good to know where things should go, and then you sort of blag it and hopefully it works. Okay, so now that this is on, I'm going to use exactly the same color again, which is oak brown. You find that a lot of the time it's either this shade or this shade, so oak brown or Bitacora, or in Montana called lip. You can use both, looks great if you use both, but most of the time it's just one or the other. I'm just going to cover the whole thing, creating a third color with both of these, and then I'll add some detail. Okay, I'm going to redefine all this with the outside. Ah. Okay, I'll do. You can see how much lighter it is using the same color. I'm going to do a bit of detail. Doesn't really matter as long as you got some kind of like cross pattern. People have been asking me for longer videos, so here you go. If you want this in French, I might do a voiceover, let me know. Okay, so this is the basic shape. So bit of a disclaimer. When you're painting something, it all depends on... Oh man, the screen on the GoPro is useless. When you're painting, there you go. When you're painting something, whether it's lips or full portrait or whatever, it all depends on how much detail you want to put. So when a client asks me for a price, I could give them the price for, you know, if I'm going to do it. In most cases, hello bird. In most cases, they want it done quick, fairly cheap or whatever. But if I was to spend a week, I mean, use the airbrush or whatever, then you can get every single detail and color or whatever. So it kind of depends. But if you're doing street art, in most cases, it's a legal wall or something. By the time you're gone, somebody will go over it. So you got to work fairly quick, which is what I'm showing here. I could do this again and spend 3 days on it, and it looked like the picture. That's not what I'm going for on this tutorial. Okay, so now that we got this, I'm gonna dust on a bit of brown. Coffee. Chocolate, I started using chocolate about 3 years ago. Yeah, I'm going back to coffee, because coffee with a bit of black is basically the same color. I'm gonna put some Bitacora red again. Well, not again, I haven't put some. It's not really there, but I feel like using it. Okay. I'm gonna put a bit more black and shade it. Sometimes I hear, oh, GoPro. Sometimes, you know, people think that you need to get it done like straight away. You know, you go step 1, step 2, step 3, and then you get to the finished product, and then you go somewhere else. You're meant to enjoy this, so it doesn't matter how long it takes. Unless you're painting on fabric, which you basically have to go from light to dark, and you can't go back. When you're painting on a hard surface, it doesn't matter. Everything will cover everything. So just enjoy it, and then don't worry too much about the speed. Just try and make it as good as you can, basically. Which is what I'm doing, because people will say, oh, do you start from light and then go dark, or dark and light? I do both. I start from one and then just go back and forth until it's good. See what works for you. Again, I'm using Skinny Pro, one of my 2 favorites, with an Astro. Lately, mainly because my friend Chips has got a store where he sells Loop. Loop comes with banana or universal, and they actually work pretty good with bananas. Not a fan, prefer this, but I must say it's okay. So maybe because of the shortages at the moment, these are not so easy to get. Maybe try universal or bananas, they're the same. Okay, I'm not gonna do a full-on finish thing because I don't want this video to be super long. As I said, I've already recorded it, it was like half an hour. Okay, so now I got the basic shapes. My cans aren't working today. Man, some days like it's just no slow thing. Whatever. Okay, gonna add a bit of shape with this color. So this is the same color again, but by dusting it on, obviously I'm getting different colors. Okay. Cool. Now that this is in place, I'm going to put a bit more black on top, just to even out the whole thing. I'm going to use an astro so there's more of a fill, even fill. Okay. I don't really have a skin tone, so I'm going to use Respect pink to go on the outside. Squirrel! What's up, squirrel? Look. Hey, man. He's trying to get a free tutorial. Man. Okay, put this here. That's not the right color. It's back in the studio and I can't be bothered. Anyway. Alright, so now we're going to do a bit of light color. You'll find that whenever you're doing gloss or highlights, you always got loads here and maybe just one or two in here. Most of the time there isn't any on the top, it's just like up here. Bit of finger painting. It's always best to do everything that's supposed to be white with an off-white and then go over again so then you can have more impact. I'm only going to put just a few in here because otherwise it look fake. And if I put too much it'll look too glossy. Right, that'll do. So now I'm just going to paint what should be white with this color. Then again, I've done a tutorial before where I'm going through all the colors of 8 different people, and there's not white, like pure white in any of them, all pure black. In most cases when you paint, the black and the white is, you know, like a dark brown and a off-white. And if you want, you add black and white at the end just to add more impact. As a painting, you can get away with it. As a picture, it's not really like that. Okay. So with this off-white color, pink in this case, you can be a bit broad with all of this. In here I'm gonna add just some, but I'm gonna go over with some darker color just to tone it down a bit. So oak. I just want to have a bit more definition, and then black again. Okay, now that this is done, we're going to use some white and make it pop a bit. Something on my can for some reason. I have to tone this down, it's a bit too much. Cool. Right, so I'm going to use a bit of this. Respect pink. Turn it down. Redefine the edges with a bit of coffee. Again, don't judge on the skin because I've only got one color. I need at least 2 or 3 colors to do something decent. Okay, that looks okay. Alright, stop it there. Actually, what I'm going to do is just a bit of white in here. Ah! What is wrong with these cans? And again, to tone it down, I'm going to use oak brown again. Is this in the shot? There we have it. Oh, actually. Alright, don't judge too much. I need some more colors for the skin, which I don't. Anyway. So, we're gonna wrap this here, but basically the main thing I want to say is, so I could have done those, so I've done those lips mainly with this color, oak brown, but I could have done those lips mainly with this color. This is what I've found over the years, is that whenever you do lips, you can use both of course, but it's predominantly going to be either this color or this color. And as a lighter color, Respect Pink works really well with this and works really well with this. And then a bit of black, white, transparent black if you want. Personally, no, but whatever. And then you're going to use the skin tones around to bring it up. So a lighter skin tone here, a darker skin tone here, and all of that stuff. But I got videos about this. You can check that out. And this video is still nearly half an hour. That's it. So as I said, I've recorded this video twice. I don't know what I said and what I didn't say, but I'm trying to lay off Instagram a bit, so that's going to give me more time for the videos. The prison job that I did, that was 2 weeks long, I wasn't allowed to film in the prison, so none of this is going to come. But I've got 2 portraits that I filmed, and I've got EDC coming, and I'm going to do some more sketches. So I got loads of videos. Some are filmed already, I just need to edit them, and some I'm going to film. So I've got a thingy for my head for the GoPro, so I think I'm going to be using this and just go in the street and show you more videos. Not so much for the revenue, since YouTube decided to cut most of it, you know, from us, and I'm probably still shadow banned. So I wanted to say this: if I don't respond to your comments, most likely I have, but they're blocking the majority of my comments, so even on my own videos. So if I don't respond, not being rude, it's just I have, but you can't see it. The joys of YouTube. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna leave this for now. Don't bother leaving a like or subscribe, don't care. Just enjoy the video, and I will try to bring the next one within 4 or 5 days if I can, and try and make it like once a week kind of thing. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the streets or on this channel very soon. Bye.